your Wi-Fi may be in danger thanks to Republican changes in the big beautiful bill that are potentially going into the Senate version of things. So after it passed the House and proved that a lot of representatives never even read the bill before they actually passed it, they at least had a provision in there that protected the Wi-Fi spectrum from being sold in auction for 5.925 to 7.125 gigahertz, which is part of the 6 gigahertz spectrum that is being, shipped with a lot of new routers now that offer, 6 gigahertz capabilities. Well, Senator Ted Cruz has apparently removed that provision, added the protections in for military spectrum of 7.4 to 8.4 gigahertz, but it's potentially allowing taking 200 or more megahertz away from that 1200 megahertz spectrum. Potentially also could take some spectrum away from the 3.55 to 3.7 gigahertz of the Citizens Broadband Radio service, and it's a whole mess of things. Now, a lot of spectrum auctions usually come from frequencies of 1.3 to 10.5 gigahertz because it's very, popular and accessible and easy to use. It's really upsetting because we need the spectrum in the Wi-Fi space for businesses and for consumers, regular residential homes and things like that, because we need to progress our Wi-Fi capabilities. The problem with 5 gigahertz is that often many people are close to a radar system, and 5 gigahertz often has channels that are not available because radar will shut those down. So if you've ever wondered why your 5 gigahertz is kind of weird sometimes, if you're near an airport, that's why. Disable those DFS channels, if I recall what they're called. But this has been a sticking point for the amateur radio community as well as the tech community because, well, Republicans have just been carving up the spectrum for years and making it harder and harder for us to advance and progress in both the science and art of radio. Yeah, thanks a lot, Republicans. You're putting a lot of things in and making it worse for all of us.